So my name is Wei Jiang, and this is Sing Han. Together we are Craft Health, where it's all about your health, crafted in one pill. So we start with the problem that I think many of you would resonate with, and that's the issue of not taking your medicines or taking them incorrectly because there's simply too many medicines. As Singapore ages, we take many pills, whether it's for diabetes, cholesterol, hypertension. Some take 5 in the morning, 3 in the afternoon, or 2 in the evening. Some are before food, some are after food. Or you could be on the other end of the spectrum. You could be the caregiver, helping yourself or your loved ones to squeeze these pills into your pill boxes. And you have to make sure that it's done correctly. And it doesn't help that it's all look the same. In fact, a recent study has found that more than half of patients discharged from our local hospitals, they go home with 5 or more chronic medications. And that is a huge problem worldwide, one that costs $177 billion in US alone. Now that is the cost of not taking your medicines or taking them incorrectly because of too many medicines. As a result, patients go to unnecessary visits to doctors, hospitals, or emergency departments. That is why at Craft Health, our ultimate aim is to craft all your medicines using 3D printing into just one pill. This pill will be personalized for you, having all your medicines and supplements included. It is also simple because we'll combine all your medicines into a daily single pill, thereby helping to improve compliance and adherence to the prescribed medicines. It is safe because we will validate it and test against established pharmaceutical standards. We are also using approved FDA materials and ingredients. Our processes do not change or alter the active ingredients in any way. We have also begun early consultation with HSA, our local health authorities. Now, 3D printing in medicine is not something entirely new. In fact, in 2015, FDA approved the world's first 3D printed drug or pill, Spiritum. On the same note, we're using the same technology where we use paste extrusion to 3D print the pills. Over here, we have the video where we are 3D printing a 2-material pill. Now, we are able to print different layers, different compartments, and different geometries. Each layer will correspond to a different release profile. So you can have immediate release profile, sustained release, or different controlled release profiles. At the same time, we are able to print them in different compartments so that there is no interactions between the active ingredients. In terms of unit economics, it makes more sense and it's more favorable to 3D print personalized medicines than to use our existing or traditional manufacturing processes for personalized medicines. So Craft Health is really about 3 pillars. The first is where we have the patients and consumers who interact with our interface. Their selection will then flow over to our printers, our very own prototype printers, where we will 3D print them in a scalable fashion using our very own proprietary database of different blends that give you the different controlled release profiles all within a single pill. So we start first with Singapore and then expand to selected markets in the Asia-Pac region, which has an aggregate market size of $140 billion. Now, we recognize that there are several regulatory requirements if you are to pursue the medicines route. That is why we are starting first with the specialized supplement segment, where we will cater to niche consumer groups. This includes working professionals and millennials, and we give them the choice to choose, mix and match different supplements according to their lifestyle every 2 weeks, all within a single pill sent to them. This will be based in a subscription model. Now, this is important to us because not only does it provide us with early revenues, it also helps us to validate and develop our workflow. And this is the same workflow that we will use for printing medicines, except for medicines we have more regulatory concerns. Now, on top of that, we'll be also looking at medical nutrition. In fact, we have signed a letter of intent with Singapore's largest public hospital to look at bariatric patients. Now, these are patients who are obese, and they have a section of their gut removed. As a result, they are prescribed or given supplements on a daily basis. We are also looking at the broader prescription-based personalized medicine. We have signed a letter of intent with one of the public hospitals that deals with cardiac medicine. We'll be looking at post-heart attack patients because after a heart attack episode, they are suddenly started with many medicines, and it's very important that they comply, that they take their medicines. we'll be moving to other disease conditions in a systematic and sequential manner as we expand our inventories, as well as combine more medicines into the pill. We'll be looking at conditions such as diabetes, cholesterol, and hypertension. Why? Because these are conditions that be earmarked by Ministry of Health. They are chronic diseases, have a lot of pills, and more importantly, many of the pills are already generic, which is favorable for us to enter. We are looking at a very conservative estimate of projecting a 5.8 million Sing dollar revenue at the end of year 5. We expect the medicine revenues to kick in 2022. Now, this is important for us as we expect it to be a major revenue driver going forward. Why? Because patients are inherently more sticky. The barrier to entry to this area is higher. And when we partner with pharma to go into proprietary medicines, the margins are also much higher. In terms of traction, we have signed 4 letters of intents. We have previously been awarded 58,000 in terms of grant funding to develop our very own proprietary base of different blends for 3D print. We have 1 active collaboration with a national research institute to act as a third-party validator of the pills that we print. For our roadmap, we aim to launch our specialized supplement section together with our very own prototype printers by the end of this year. In terms of clinical validation, that will be done at the start of next year for both medical nutrition as well as for medicines. Using all this data that we acquire, we perform analytics in order to identify additional value add and to allow us to print ahead of time. This will be done in time for the personalized medicine launch in October 2021. The team consists of myself, I'm Wei Jiang, I'll be in charge of business development. I hold a PhD and MBA from NUS. My co-founder, Seng Han, in charge of operations. His PhD is also from NUS. In fact, his PhD title is in 3D printing in personalized medicine. We are both registered pharmacists in Singapore, and we previously worked at SGH. We are advised by a very experienced panel of advisors, Jeff Rizzo and Christina Tong. We are looking to raise a minimum of 350,000 Sing dollars, with the breakdown as shown above. We thank you for your time, and we hope we have sparked your interest in Craft Health, where it's all about your health and compliance, crafted in one pill. Thank you.
Very good. Now we open the floor for questions for the team, please.
Hi, my name is Roland. I'm actually from HP. So I realized in your funding expenses, 9% is into equipment purposes. Is there a reason why it's so low? Because I would think the technology to print is actually quite capital intensive, right? Why is it only 9? What's your idea behind that? Thanks.
Yes, it's very right of you to point out that it's only 9%. The reason is for that is because we are currently applying for grants to satisfy the hardware proportion. So we're applying for at least 2 grants to satisfy the hardware part. Now the 9% is for the initial part before the grants kick in. So we actually budget for a time where we have the grants kick in and some more buffer.
Any other questions? Gokul, here. The lady here, please.
Thank you. I'm Anne from private investment company. We're just wondering, like, who are your competitors in the market? Because I've seen that pills are actually pre-packed them in a paper form that is actually done day by day. So the person that's taking it can actually have 3 pills for that particular day. So what's the benefit of 1 pill? And the other thing is, how big is your 1 pill? Because sometimes it's too big, the person won't be able to swallow it.
Yes.
So for the first question regarding competition, we are aware of several competitors in the field. Regarding the unit dose packing, in Singapore we have Convidose. That's where they pack all the pills into 1 packet for each day. Now, these are still many pills in 1 packet, whereas for us, the goal is to have all the active ingredients into just 1 pill. So the benefit, immediate benefit is that, instead of just tearing it and have to consume so many pills, okay, you just need to take 1 a day, okay, and that helps you to improve compliance. This is especially important for patient groups where there's a lot of pills. And also in, for example, conditions such as depression, where they have to be very compliant to the medicines, and they tend to pick, right? So if you have one pill, we help with the compliance part. Now, in terms of 3D printing space for personalized medicines, there are several startups outside of Asia Pac, in the United States and UK, they are trying to pursue this. They're also very early stage. So it's all in one pill that they have. For the second question, whether the pill will be huge or not, the answer is that no, it will still be a typical pill size. Why? That's because we are able to purchase the active ingredients and we blend it with our own blend. Okay, and then we 3D print it into the tablet or the pill. So for example, if we were to consume Panadol, right? Paracetamol is 500 mg, which is a very small proportion of that. The excess is actually all the excipients they use to bulk out the tablet in the traditional manufacturing process. What we are doing is that we're proposing to remove the excess and replace it with all the medicines.
Thank you, Team Craftel. I think we don't have enough more time to take more questions, but please do visit their booth outside. They have a prototype and they can show you their entire process. Thank you very much, Craftel.
Thank you, everyone.